Good morning, student. Today's our topic is who is Hindu. Meaning of term Hindu. The term Hindu is not very defined in its significance. In fact, it is not found in any of the ancient Sanskrit texts. Some consider that the term Hindu is derived from the river Sindhu. The word Sindhu was pronounced by the Persian as Hindu, and the Aryan who had settled near that river were called Hindus. The Greek later on dropped the hard aspirate H and pronounced it as Indoi, which has changed as India and become the name of our country. According to Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, the civilization is so called since its original founders or earliest followers occupied the territory drained by the Sindhu river system, corresponding to the northwest frontier provinces and the Punjab. The people on the Indian side were called Hindu by the Persian and the later Western invaders. Etymologically, the term Hindu had only a territorial significance and it applies to an inhabitant of India. While explaining the feature of Hindu religion, Bal Gangadhar Tilak has said, acceptance of Vedas with reverence, recognition of the fact that the means or ways of salvation are diverse, and the realization of the truth that the number of the gods to be worshipped is large. That indeed is the distinguished feature of Hindu religion. Therefore, the term applies not only to Hindu by birth but also to Hindu by conversion, converts to Hinduism or Hindu religion. Who are Hindu? According to codified Hindu laws, following persons shall be deemed to be Hindu. Hindu by birth, a person whose both parents are Hindu, governed by Hindu laws. Offshoots of Hinduism. Offshoots of Hinduism are like Lingayat, Arya Samaj, Pratna Samaj, Brahm Samaj, etc. The followers of these persons are also called under Hindu laws. Number third, person who are not Muslim, Christian, Parsis or Jews is also called under Hindu law. Convert to Hinduism. Any person who converts to Hinduism from any other religion is also called under Hindu law. Reconverts to Hinduism. Before Swami Dayanand Saraswati, there is no conversion to or reconversion to Hinduism. Now Hindu law recognizes the reconverts to Hinduism also. Aboriginal tribes. These tribes are residing in interior parts of India. They are also covered under Hindu laws. Impact of conversion and reconversion. A modern codified law recognizes the conversion and reconversion, and from Hindu law following are the impact of conversion. Person cease to be member of co-parsonage family. As traditional law and modern law presume that a person who converts to any other religion from Hindu law deemed to be dead for that family. If a person solemnizes before conversion, his or her matrimonial obligation remains unaffected toward his or her spouse. His matrimonial obligations are also covered under Hindu laws. It is a ground of judicial separation and divorce under Hindu Marriage Act. This ground is available to victim party, not the converting party. Impact of reconversion. A Hindu by converting to Islam, Jews, Christians sees his status as Hindu. If he reconvert to Hinduism, he regains the status of Hindu and the Hindu law applies to him. He might not be treated as a co-person in his parental family. After conversion, we can't presume that his parental family accept him again and give him status of co-person in his family. If children are brought up as a Hindu, they are also presumed Hindu. After conversion, a person who solemnizes marriage and begotten children, if reconvert to Hinduism, if the children are brought up as Hindu, they are presumed to be Hindu. Matrimonial obligations are decided by his previous religion. Before conversion, a person is married, then in such cases, if a wife or husband remains in that religion, all the matrimonial obligations are decided by previous religion. Reconversion does not mean that he will automatically be treated in as having been restored to his previous subcaste. As we all know, Hindu law is divided in caste and subcaste. If a person converts to any other religion, he is presumed to be outcast. If he reconvert again to Hinduism, so we can't presume his caste again accept him as a member of the family. Hindu law is not lex loci but a personal law. The term lex loci means the law of the place or locality or territorial law. The lex loci are applicable to all persons within a particular territory irrespective of their caste, creed or race and religion. For example, law of contract, criminal law, etc. The term personal law means the law of person or the law which goes with the person. I, where person go, law will go with them and they are governed by their own law, not by the law of that locality where they stay or reside. For example, if a person Hindu migrate from India to America and settle there, his matrimonial obligations, succession laws, all laws are governed by the Hindu laws applicable in India unless and until he converts to any other religion in that country. Thanks.